Welcome back. Now we answer your questions. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, I reside in Los Angeles. Most of the mosques face 24 degrees northeast. Some of them face 93.7 degrees southeast. Which of them is correct?
Mm-hmm. So, because I myself we don't live in Los Angeles, so we have to take the numbers as given by the questioner, and then talk about the broader aspects here. But I would say that it's better to talk to scholars who are in your area about these specifics that pertain to your area. But generally, here we have a difference between 24 degrees east from north and 94 approximately degrees east from north. So this is like two different.
Some people are praying southeast and some people praying northeast.
Northeast, approximately, this is what it amounts to. So which one is correct? So let me explain how this comes about, and then we will be in a better position to say which one is correct. When we're facing the Kaaba in Mecca, we're right there in front of, the Kaaba is right there in front of us. Muslims are obligated in their prayer to turn in that direction. If they turn away, then their prayer will be voided. When we move away from it, we cannot see it, then the Muslim scholars have given us a sort of latitude, because so long as you face in that general direction, your intention is to face that direction, you can't see it. And if you miss it by 1 degree, you miss it by a mile. So, a great latitude has been given, so long as you're in that general direction. So it is mentioned in the hadith that the Prophet, peace be upon him, in Medina, turned towards the south. And he said that your Qibla is between the east and the west. So that means like it's, you have wide latitude to vary from the actual pin-on point that Google will show you on a map. More so when Muslims went off to even more distant lands, then they had to figure out like where is the Qibla from their land. And the Muslim cartographers went to work, and actually the maps were drawn on a flat surface. So with a two-dimensional map, they did not see the spherical nature of the earth, and so they could draw a line from where they are to the Kaaba and see that direction. Nowadays, we're more aware of the spherical nature of the earth, and we come to know of what is called the Great Circle. The earth is not exactly spherical; it's more like a geoid. It's wider at the equator, and it's narrower from pole to pole. So with this oddity in the shape, you can't just simply go on a flat map. You have to see where the pilots are going to fly. They're going to fly along the Great Circle because that is the closest, that is the shortest distance. So if you can form a circle on the globe from your starting point to Mecca, that will be the direction. A simple way of doing this is to get a globe and hold a string from where you are and stretch it all the way over to Mecca and see the direction that it leaves from your place of residence. So from Los Angeles, I understand that it will go in the northeasterly direction. All of North America is like this. Even from Toronto, this is the same situation. Okay. Goes in a northeasterly direction. Whereas if you look at a flat map, it'll look like Mecca is south from us because we're in north, right? But we are actually facing north, most of the mosques here. But some are also thinking that you need to face south. And those who are thinking we need to face south are largely following classical books of Islamic jurisprudence, which would give this kind of indication based on the flat map experience. So which one is correct? Well, it's up to God to judge. I think that because the matter is subject to two different interpretations, that we have to have some latitude in this respect. Most of the mosques are facing in the northeasterly direction. To me, this is the better option because, that's scientific. It just makes sense that we'll follow the Great Circle. But if somebody's following the other direction, if I go into their mosque and that's how they have the prayer established, I'm not going to turn in a different direction, causing some kind of chaos and misunderstanding in that community. I know that God is, accessible from everywhere. The Quran says, فَأَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ. Wherever you turn, there is the face of God. So we won't deliberately turn away from the Qibla, but if there is an interpretation among Muslims that they're following, that they're convinced about, that makes them think that this is the direction, if I pray with them, I'll pray with them in the same direction.
I have another question for you, Dr. Shabir. What about if somebody is praying, they go into a prayer space and they think, oh, it's like a few degrees off, There are all these clashes often. Someone will come to a mosque and they'll say, the Qibla is not exactly right. It should be a few degrees to the right or to the left, right? How would you respond to that?
Yeah, first of all, we should not cause chaos within a community. That is worse than being a few degrees off. Second, there is great latitude for being a few degrees off. As I said, when the Prophet, peace be upon him, was in Medina, he said your Qibla is, between the east and the west, which gives a wide latitude because the Qibla was actually straight south. But he's saying between the east and the west, you can have, you can be up to 90 degrees off. You're still okay. Third, yes, now we have our compasses and so on. We can get things down more precisely. Talk to management and let's, make a concerted effort so we all turn at once. If you're in a great ship and you're trying to turn in two different directions at once, your ship is going to capsize. So make sure that everybody's on the same page. Let's all turn together and then we can. Let's perfect it and improve it, but not by one person pulling in a different direction, but by mobilizing the entire community in a peaceful manner, talking first of all with management.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Muslim Media Hub, the new home of Let the Quran Speak.
Here we spread positivity and good. We help people experience the beauty of Islam and help them appreciate and understand Muslims.
This beautiful building we purchased at cost $2.3 million.
Yeah, we've already raised a third of that money, and with your help, inshallah, we can pay off the rest.
So we're looking for people who can give $1,000 each. If you can be part of the select group, that's amazing.
Otherwise, just please give whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help us continue this good work.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be a benefit to the Muslim community long after Safiya and I are gone.
Please support our work at muslimmediahub.com.
Your support is zakat eligible and tax deductible.
May Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.